Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever time it is video finds you. It's your boy Jay here, and today it's a great day to be a Monster Hunter fan. Holy cow, so much information about our beloved upcoming game has been coming out, and dude, it is overwhelming the amount of information available right now, and I don't even know how to even begin to get into covering it or even do it justice, you know what I'm saying? So I decided to go a different route, and today we're gonna cover the UI, and we're gonna cover they put out little weapon tutorials, kind of, sorta, and we're gonna talk about each of those because some of those have information that I had questions about after watching all of the weapon trailers. So I really enjoyed looking at them, so this could be a quick-ish video, right? Because they're not super in-depth, but they do give us some information. They also show some UI elements that weren't present in their weapon trailers. So yeah, let's just all combine all 14 weapons here plus the UI and talk about this game. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna be able to cover everything that we've discovered so far because it's just entirely too much. So this is my contribution to Gamescom, Wilds, hype, all that. All right, so definitely subscribe down below if you like Monster Hunter content. And that's enough yapping. Let's dive in. So we're looking at the UI here, man. We're looking at the UI. Oh yeah. So health bar, stamina bar. They're dynamic. They're moving. They're like always kind of gyrating and moving. And then of course we got the team right here, right? So if you got a team of other hunters right here, boom, they'll show up here. These three things are what your scout flies are like highlighting, right? Scout flies are back, and they're just like how they were in World. They're all over the place. The whole screen is green. Not the whole screen is green, but they tend to highlight things all over the map because there's so much interactivity on these maps that there's right. And I get it, right? Like, you want to be clear with what you're able to interact with. What's easier than highlighting it, right? Scout flies, love them or hate them, they're a really smart way of putting, you know, a video game element. Like, here, let me highlight what you can interact with. That way, you know, like, what's just, you know, background and what's just and what's important to you as a player. So love them or hate them, they're gonna be here. Now we got the 3D map. The map looks crazy. It kind of reminds me of Metroid Prime's maps, right, where you could like zoom and turn and see all the different levels. It's pretty good. Mwah, chef's kiss. Loving that. Button guide comes back, so you can kind of see what you can do next, what actions are available to you next. Like in that, they moved the clock. They moved the clock and they put it right next to your current objective. I'll probably end up turning this one off, actually, and I don't know, I think I'll leave the button guide on. I'll turn this one off for sure. I know I'll turn this one off, and then I think I'll probably turn this bad boy off too. Like, this is like the targeting, like, monster thing or whatever. Like, it'll come up when you use it, and then it'll disappear, right? Like it did kind of in World, right? So I'll probably turn this bad boy off too. Sometimes I might turn off other players. I don't know. If I'm solo hunting, and I don't know, knowing my Palico's health can be kind of it's all good. Don't worry about it. But yeah. So that's the UI. Lot going on. Like the item wheel is dynamic. It does different things. It looks crazy. So I'm liking the UI. The health bar does kind of go crazy sometimes. Like, if there's a big attack coming your way, like an orange, red, it'll just like it goes crazy in undulation, and it's like, yo, you're gonna get hit, and it's like, okay, I didn't need all that. There's a giant ass Raydal in front of me with his head doing a thing, charging up, and he's trying to strike me with lightning. I know that shit gonna hurt. I know not to get hit by that. I don't need it. I don't need it. So I do hope I can turn that off, because whatever. And that's part of the surprise sometimes, man, is like, I'll probably be able to survive it. Yeah. Oh, never mind. You learn, and then you get carded. It is what it is. Load the quest back up. Keep it pushing, right? So that's the UI. Let's move on. All right. Sword and Shield. Now, these are in no particular order. I don't know what order they have them in, but I had to like save all these and crop all these. But boom, we're here. Sword and Shield. So you got everything that you want to see. Sliding swipe, so you got sliding swipe. Is that how you do the slide thing, whatever? And then here's new action. So this is some of the stuff I was talking about that wasn't like in the trailer. Well, I think this one was, but during a combo, so if you're just ba 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 ba, you hold down triangle and circle, right? You hold that bad boy down. I'm probably gonna do it like this, bow, and then you'll do the powerful leaping attack, and that's the attack we saw with the sword and shield, stabbed into the thing, and then did the brow. Yeah, so yeah, you can do all that. Let's see, perfect rush is back, right? We saw it in the trailer, but it's here. Boom, perfect rush by name. Let's see, charge slash is also still here, and after you jump, you could do like the jumping slash where you come down with the sword, or you can come down with the shield, boom, and do KO damage. So all that is still here. And then R2 plus triangle is how you do the sliding joint that we saw in the trailer with when he knocked out the Chatacabra, and then you would just hit R2 plus triangle in a direction, and then you would, I think, do the sliding swipe. So yeah, that is how you do it, right? So boom, straightforward, not that much, like, because we saw everything, you know, from sword and shield. So boom, moving on, we got the switch axe. Ooh, switch axe. Glad we got switch axe here, because switch axe actually shows a whole lot that we didn't see in the trailer. For example, the switch gauge. It's here. It's here, right? And power axe mode is back, right? I think we saw the wild swing combo into the triangle hit, but I'm not sure that we knew power axe mode was back. Well, boom, here it is. Power axe mode is back, and increases the rate that the switch gauge shows up. And then amp gauge and amp state, right? So this fills up, and then when it's filled up, you get the explosions after, you know, you're in amp state. So boom, greatness. So, and then ZSD is still here. If you come over here to sword mode actions, you got, you know, overhead slash, double slash, counter rising slash. Oh yeah. This is how you do the counter. R2 plus triangle. Like that's how you do it. Very similar to say what you call it. Very similar to you know, a switch skill, right, with L2 plus whatever. But this time it's R2 plus triangle, and then after a successful counter, you have another option. You hit circle and you can do something else. And I don't know what Heaven's Word Flurry is, but I'm with it. I like that name. It's a good name. It's dope. And then triangle plus circle is elemental discharge, and then you tap it, you do the finisher. So that's the and then you do pow, and it blows up. Cool. And then during amp state, zero sum discharge, still here. Zero skill discharge, if that's how you want to call it, but it's still here. And then you just tap, and it explodes, right? And then R2 plus triangle plus circle is compressed slash. I think that's the compressed. It used to be like a switch skill, like you would change, you know, zero sum discharge for the compressed slash, where you load the sword up and then it explodes and it swing them around, blow. So now you could just do it, hold R2, get it going, right? And then new actions. Let's get into it. During amp state. Oh, okay. So you could just do a compressed slash, you know, if you're not in amp state. But if you're in amp state, you get a full release slash, and I think that's what we saw at the end of the trailer with the boom, boom. That's what people are thinking is the Frontier light mode, whatever it is. No, light sword. That's it. The light sword. I think that's what full release slash is. A powerful attack only usable in sword mode and amp state. You can also combo this with R2 after an element discharge. Ooh, okay. So you could do the do boom, right? If you I guess if you miss like the initial stab for the zero sum discharge, yeah, and then you do the pow when it explodes. I guess you can hit R2 and then you'll go into full release slash and blah 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 and go crazy. So heck yeah. Not listed here is, we don't know. Hold on, wait. A gauge that fills up in the amp stage. Small explosions dealing damage based on your current file type occur automatically when attacking in sword mode. So maybe the axe mode discharges are done. Maybe that's it. Like once you charge that bad boy up, you gotta be in sword mode to take advantage of the amp state. We're reading it right here, so it doesn't say nothing about yeah, it's in axe mode too. So hey, it's done. So yeah, and then of course, you know, axe mode is as it always is: Fade Slash, Heavy Slam, Wild Swing, all that. Yeah, we know what this is. We know what this is. But this answers a lot of the questions I had after watching the super short Switch Axe mode, you know, Switch Axe trailer. So boom, hell yeah, let's move on. Let's move on. This video is gonna turn out longer than I expected, but hey, we just gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So here we go. Longsword. We know what this is, right? Boom, boom, boom. Like Fade Slash, Thrust, Standard Attack. Actions that consume Spirit Gauge. So you got the Spirit Blade Step, right? Which is, right? The Spirit Thrust can be chained into Spirit Helm Breaker after a successful hit with White Gauge or higher. So that's R2 triangle, and then you go up. And then if you push it again in the air, you probably do, you know, Helm Breaker. Cool. Let's see. Let me zoom that out a little bit. Okay. And then Foresight Slash is here. Special Sheath is still here, right? So like, you know, you can land your counters, do your damn thing. But new action, and I think this is what we saw at the end in the sizzle reel of the Longsword trailer. But the Spirit Gauge will fill while charging. Release to perform a Spirit Round Slash, which will also increase the gauge's color level. Interesting. Interesting. So like at any point, you know, if you're fighting and maybe the monster is looking at someone else, or like you know, if you're in a team hunt and the monster's attacking someone and it's got his butt looking at you, you could just stand there and hold it and just build up Spirit Gauge and then just let it go. Yeah, and then get, you know, the next level up. That's pretty dope. So you don't have to go through the entire Spirit Blade combo in order to up your level. Longsword just got even better with friends. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy with the Spirit Charge. That's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, Longsword's looking crazy because like after you land Helmbreaker, there's even like more like follow-up moves. Like there's a bunch of sword swings that happen after. It looks insane. It looks anime as hell. It looks right up you guys' alley. Happy for my Longsword mains, which means I'm happy for half of the Monster Hunter community because of how popular this weapon is going to be. But hey, that's cool. That's Longsword. Moving on. Light Bowgun. Okay, so Light Bowgun's a little different. So you turn on and off rapid fire and or standard mode whenever, right? And I'm not sure I really understand this correctly, right? Like go to Femto's channel. He gonna explain all of it. If it's got to do with a Blicky and Monster Hunter, that's the guy to go to, the leader of the Gunners Guild himself. So shout out Femto. He'll correct me. It's cool. We cool. But you could switch between standard mode, rapid fire. You know, L2 is aim / focus mode, which is interesting to me. I thought that, you know, like you'd have to turn on focus mode with a different, you know, like with a different button. And, you know, I thought light guns just had it special, right? Because, you know, in the past, playing Sunbreak, you know, you would push R1 or just R if you're on the Switch or whatever. You would push R1 and then you'd be able to access your soap lines while holding L2 to aim and shoot. But this says aim and focus mode at the same time. Interesting, right? But you could fire, and then there's a chaser shot, right? There's a chaser shot, which is something new. A powerful attack that hits harder than normal and charges the rapid fire gauge faster. So I guess you can only do a chaser shot after you normally shoot. And then, of course, both rapid and regular have chaser shots. So meter management is a huge thing here with the Light Bowgun. Of course, you could select ammo still, right? Going up and down with the wheel, right? Still the classic way to do it. But yeah, and I bet this feels really different, and there's a lot more management going on here with switching between regular mode and then, all right, my meter's up. Okay, I'm running low on meter, switch back. So I could see kind of how they were like, yeah, we changed the bowguns up a lot. I get it now. I get it, right? So, and of course, it probably has even more to do with like what kind of ammos all the guns can carry, what can be rapid shot, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that's Light Bowgun. Let's move on. Ooh, Lance. Let's poke. So Lance still has just the regular high thrust and mid thrust, so forward poke, high poke, right? However, triangle and circle is the leaping thrust, and it's not just the wide sweep anymore. So you could do a leaping thrust, but you can also, after a couple pokes, you could still do the wide sweep. You know what I'm saying? But I think in Sunbreak, if you just straight up triangle circle, you'll start, and then you'll do a swag. And I don't think it charges anymore either. But you can still dash attack. Oh yeah, and then after your dash attack, you can turn around when you dash, right? And then triangle circle, you can do a finishing thrust after you've run for a couple, for enough time. You'll know there's gonna be, like, you can see it. Your character starts running, and then he starts running, and then you're like, oh, I can now do a finishing thrust. You'll know, right? Guard mechanics, you can guard. There's a shield attack while guarding, probably and then the leaping thrust is, you do the jump with the stab, still here. But after a successful guard return thrust and after a successful guard payback thrust, so there's a couple counters here. And then power guard, you stamina is consumed while guarding, but guard reactions are reduced, right? So these are probably the successful guards the successful things you can do after a guard, return thrust, payback thrust. It's Lance, as you know and love it. You just got a little bit more tools now. You got more counters. You can block, and it makes it easier to use your blocks and counters and perfect blocks, which is kind of baked into every weapon, right? Like almost every weapon has like a perfect block or some kind of mechanic that rewards timing. I like it though. Skill ceiling went up. Right? And then the skill floor went down too with focus mode, because you could focus mode and turn and really control the character really well. So that's like the ideal thing. Like, you want your skill floor to go down so more people can play, but you want your skill ceiling to go higher so that people who are really good feel really rewarded playing your game. Perfection. Anyway, moving on. Insect Glaive. Let's go. Insect Glaive. So, Kinsect action. You can do the Kinsect stuff, Go get the extract, bring it back, hold down R2 to empower the Kinsect. Kinsect can collect multiple extracts with one attack. So it seems like everybody or all the Kinsects can hold more than one juice, more than one bug juice. I call it bug juice. So, if you hold it down and you'll get 2 extracts for the price of, one shot. Cool. And then Kinsect recall, Kinsect mark target, Kinsect fire, we know the deal. This is Kinsect as you know and love it. And then insects fight alongside of you and given instructions with your glaive. They're able to take a number of extracts. This is just kind of explaining the bug juice mechanic. If you already know it, it is what it is as you know it, right? And then of course basic actions, and these get changed with the right extracts added. We know that. And then R2 plus X is Volt, and then you can jumping advance slash, and then you can just do the jumping slash, and then you can midair evade. So I'm thinking one of these is the one that you can aim real well, like the stinger, like the wasp, the blow, blow, blow. And then the other one is the bow, 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 bow. So maybe we got both of them. Hell yeah, I like to see that. And then new actions. Let's talk about it. With red extract, hold this down. Is this in air? In the air? Rising spiral slash? No, I think you can do this on the ground. Just you hold this down to charge, and then when you release it, you'll do a descending slash. So with 3 extracts, if you do L2 plus circle, you'll do a rising spiral slash, which this will probably send you into the air. Where you hold it down, L2 plus L2 plus circle, rising spiral slash. So then I guess you're in the air, and then you could do midair evade, jumping advance slash, all that action right here. So, but nothing about the stripper pole move, huh? How interesting. But hey, rising spiral slash looks like it's gonna be a bunch of fun and nice to use. So hey, cool. Insect Glaive doing the damn thing. You already know. Moving on. Oh, hunting horn. Let's go. Zoom. Let's get into it. So, got some UI elements, which is something we did not get in the trailer. No UI elements, like we didn't see any of the notes. So boom, we got them here, right? So, and it seems, you know, the same. There's 1 note, 2 note, 3 note. So note 3 is going to be like your triangle circle, right? Which is like, can be an overhead slam or the backwards, right? The backwards slam that you do. Also triangle circle. So that's going to be your double note, and that looks to be yellow on this particular horn. And then, you know, red is going to be maybe probably 2, and then, you know, white is going to be triangle at this point, but it's the same, right? And we actually have songs back, like actual songs, like play in this order. And then we got perform is back, and then performance beat. What is perform? Like perform and then encore. Well, hold on. So you can performance beat, and encore. So encore, like you can get a stronger. So we got attack up small here, right? If you play attack up small, right, it'll play and then you hit while still holding R2. You'll do it again, but then you'll get attack up medium or attack up large, the next level up above that after your encore, right? So yeah, there's that. And then with melody stocked, special performance. This is interesting. I'd like to see this because, so I guess if you just play a melody and you're ready for it right now, you could just special performance. Interesting. Okay. And then new actions, overhead smash, follow-up attack. So after overhead smash, boom, a powerful attack that could be chained from overhead smash. So you could just do another one basically. So I guess something like, look, so sonic waves right here requires 3 note 3s, and note 3 is triangle. I bet overhead smash is the first one. Then you could do this again for an overhead smash follow-up. You know what I'm saying? So heck yeah. Ooh, wait. Special performance. Never mind. Wait. You gotta. Ooh, I misunderstood. I spoke too soon. Wait. Go back. Special performance. So offset melody activates weapon specific melody effects and actions. Weapon specific melody. Oh, I know what this is. Remember in the Hunting Horn trailer when they swapped to a different horn? I bet that was the special performance of that horn. And I bet every horn has its own special performance. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know how I feel about that, because what if, because what I'm thinking is, what if everybody just defaults to the same horn because it has the best special performance in the game? You see what I'm saying? Like, but now, like, you know, you're going to consider all of the song lists. So maybe the songs are really good, but the special performance is whack. Or the special performance is really good, but the song list whack. So, ooh, maybe. And then, of course, Echo Bubble. You can drop down an Echo Bubble by hitting R2 plus X. You just drop it. And then it also resonates as you perform and play notes, dealing damage to any nearby monsters. And we saw that in the trailer. It's kind of like an AoE. It's really dope. I can't wait to play this damn thing. As somebody who has been playing Hunting Horn, you know, I've been playing Hunting Horn ever since they showed it off in Rise and it was new. I was like, you know what? Let me go back and let me get an appreciation for this. And boy, do I appreciate it. So, heck yeah. Can't wait to play the new Hunting Horn. Moving on. Heavy Blicky. Same thing. Looks pretty much the same as Light Bowgun. Except instead of like rapid mode, you're ignition mode, right? And the special ammo, you know, the type of ammo varies by weapon, but you know, Wyvern Heart ignition, so you get or hold triangle to unleash a close range attack with an offset effect. The power. Oh, so it's like you just hold it, right? So okay, and then auto guard is here, and I think this means all heavy bowguns have auto guard. For it to just be here like this, like all of them have it, or maybe the heavy bowgun that they're giving you in the demo, because this is for the demo, right? Like if, hey, you're playing the demo, here's a little rundown. If you've never played it before, enjoy, you know. But it's the same: aim, fire, reload, guard, pick your ammo, shoot, boom. It's just heavier, slower. But we do have new action: Wyvern counter ignition, right? So during ignition mode, so you got to be in the mode. Close range attack with an offset effect that can be held to increase power. So yeah, this is basically what we just read right here with the special ammo. So I guess you get both of these. Hold triangle to unleash a close range attack. Okay, but Wyvern counter ignition. Okay, so I guess you gotta get hit and you just say nah, blackout. Cool. Heavy bowgun. Hammer. Let's go. The main. And it's there's not that much here. It's pretty simple. You hold R2 to charge, and then there's different levels of charges, 1, 2, and 3. You release it whenever you need to. You release it, but we do have now, instead of power charge, you have the charge step, and the charge step is what they're calling keeping sway now, right? The thing with the right, so it lets you continue your charge and you build charge while you're doing it. So charge step, right? Cool. Now here's where it gets interesting, right? This is the new actions thing, right? So you hold R2 until max charge. When you have max charge, press triangle and circle and you'll do a mighty charge. So then if you release it quickly after that, mighty charge upswing. And then if you so you charge to max, go into mighty charge, and then there's another charge level after that. So maybe we have a level 4. We have a level 4 charge now, hammers. Okay, and then if you release it at max charge, you get a mighty charge slam, which I think is like the final attack that we saw in our trailer, when it was like we finna like oh yeah, looking crazy. But everything else is exactly as you remember it. I mean, recommended combo, triangle, golf swing. And I think, maybe this mighty charge upswing is what people were mistaking for a hammer swing in the thing, and we can use it to kind of counter our way. So maybe like you're holding max charge, you see an attack coming, you hit the mighty charge button, let it go quick, and you counter. Ooh, that'd be I'm so excited. I can't wait to get my hands on the hammer and just bonk the ish out of monsters. Man, I can't wait. All right, moving on. Gunlance is looking good. So here we go. Charge shelling, right? So here's the thing about charge shelling: an attack that charges shells before firing them all at once. Okay, so it kind of reminds me of burst fire in that you'll shoot all your shells, but it's just a different way to shoot all your shells. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then after an overhead smash, burst fire, still here. After a wide sweep, worm stake cannon, still here. Wyvern's fire, as you know it. Reload, and then during a combo you can quick reload, but it only reloads quick reload only reloads shells and not your worm stake cannon, right? Or your worm stake cannon, which is the thing that you can't be recovered with reload. So shells required for shelling. Burst fire, an attack that expends all ammo in one powerful shot, right? Worm stake shot, ammo required to use the worm stake cannon, consumed each time worm stake cannon is fired and can be recovered with reload. And then Wyvern gauge, a gauge used to unleash Wyvern's fire. So you get 2 of them bad boys now, ooh, instead of just 1. So wow. So the gauge will recover automatically over time by landing attacks. Aggress. Interesting. Each attack consumes 1 segment of the gauge, and up to 2 can be stored. Oh, okay. That's interesting. So you can choose to fire them both and like work on building them both back up, or you can kind of do a little management. Shoot one, maybe build it up halfway, then shoot another, and then finish building it, and then shoot another. Okay, a little bit more management. New actions: worm stake full blast. So after a wide sweep, you could do triangle plus circle to do the worm stake full blast, or after the wide sweep, you could press triangle. Or wait, multi-worm stake full blast. So okay, this is after. The little L means you do this, then you could do this. So basically you would thrust, right, and then you would do overhead smash, and then push triangle. You do the wide sweep, and then you push triangle and circle again, and then you'll get, and then I guess you push triangle or circle, and then you come back with a worm stake full blast, a multi-worm stake full blast. Ooh. That's gonna be sweet to pull off. That's gonna be nice to pull off. And then after that, reload and do it all over again, baby. Wide sweep. blah, blah, boo, 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 boo. Can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to get the Gunlance in my hands, man. Now, I'm not the second coming of Rurikhan, but hey, I get it. I get it, my guy. I get it. Okay? Picked up the Gunlance in Sunbreak and was blast dashing around. I was like, okay, this is cool. Went back to Sunbreak, Iceborne, played me some Gunlance. Okay, I get it. Went back, played me some GU, picked up the Gunlance. I get it. I understand. I used to not understand, but I understand, okay? I, too, am enrolled in the Church of Rurikhan. It is what it is. Anyway, moving on. Great sword. Great sword is pretty simple. But we now have the new action, the offset rising slash, which is the big Shoryuken looking thing, and then you shoot the hook slinger out and you right. So you hold it. It's basically you gotta time it right. You gotta it's like a counter. But you gotta hold down triangle and circle same time with the great sword, and then you charge it. So it is kind of a charged upswing, right? Like you charge your rising slash. It's basically charge upswing, but you hit it when the monster's hitting you, and then you chase down. Yaka! You know what I'm saying? We out here. So yeah, charge slash combo. We know what's going on here. You do a true charge slash. It's great sword, as you know and love it. Here's what it is. Cool. Moving on. Dual blades. Okay, let's go into the new action first. Okay, because I was really like, how are we gonna do this? Like, what button do I push to do that? X. Just dodge. So if you're in demon mode and you see a monster swiping at you and you dodge it perfectly, you automatically get the blue new thing, the yee, like you get it. So there's that, and it will buff you for a short period of time. So they're really making the dual blades more, how do I say it, more active, right? Dual blades used to be kind of passive, like, you know, you would go into demon mode and then do blade dance and just be chilling, you know what I'm saying? But look at this, you got blade dance 1, blade dance 2, blade dance 3, and I think during blade dance, the character will flash a little bit, and if you push it at the right time, you get even more power. So it's not as like passive as it used to be, which is great. Hell yeah, let's do it. Right, and of course, demon dodge happens, and then you get a buff from ultra instincting, you know what I'm saying? And then of course, this explains the demon gauge. You build it up while you're hitting in demon mode, and then you go into archdemon mode, and then once you're in archdemon mode, it will decrease over time or be consumed by performing certain actions. That's right. So archdemon, it's gonna go down faster than before, because it used to just tick down over time, like tick. But now when you're doing certain things, I'm gonna guess some demon dance, some demon flurry, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna, chunks of it are gonna go down, and then you're gonna have to build it back up, right? Love it. But it's dual blades. It's dual blades as you know it. Now we got demon dodge. Oh yeah. So that's how we're gonna do that. You just dodge. It's automatic. It comes with it. Like, it's not like a special button combo like how Soapbinds used to be. Cool. Moving on. Ooh, charge blade. Let's go, charge blade. So, a lot going on here. Okay, so axe mode actions, right? So let me start with the sword mode. You build up your files in the sword mode, and then you charge it up, right? R2 charge. That's how you keep your files, right? Then after you charge up your files, you can charge up your shield, and you can charge up your sword, and then once you have full files with charged shield, charged sword, charged axe, all that, then you come over here and you use elemental discharge to spend your files. Right now, here's the thing, this was a little different, but now instead of how it used to be where like you would do, I think maybe you still can do it, honestly. Okay, cool, the dryer's done. I think you can still do it. The shortcut to SAD would be triangle, circle, and you would just and then it's time, baby, yeah. But it's looking like it's gonna be a little different this time. So you elemental discharge, and like the character throws the axe mode over his head, and then a file explodes. But you do it 1, 2, 3 times, right? And then there's another follow-up, you go blow, blow, and then AED, and amped elemental discharge is kind of a charge up. You hit it, And then there's a follow-up to it, and we saw that in the trailer, blah, blah. And then maybe during elemental boost, you can keep going. You push triangle, circle again, and guess what? Blah, blah. Crazy, 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 crazy. So, yeah, the AED and the SAD is like a combo move, man. You need some more time to land that joint. So maybe they're addressing, you know, the playstyle of SAD spam right here with this. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. But yeah, you build it up with the sword. Then, you know, you morph slash, and then you spend your files, and you come back. You do it all over again. Now, one of the more complicated weapons in Monster Hunter, like you might need a PhD to use it really, really, really effectively. But hey, I like me some Charge Blade. Charge Blade's fun. All right, been playing this since 4U when it first dropped. The bow. Okay, we're here with the bow. New actions. Let's talk about the tracer, right? So you hold R2, you push square, and you ready the tracer. Like that's how you turn it on. We saw the guy do that in the trailer. And then you shoot the arrow, and it will and then you shoot it on the monster, so you don't miss. Don't miss when you do it. And then arrows you shoot will home in on the tracer until it explodes. So there is a small duration, right? Like you'll shoot, and then eventually the tracer will explode. It's gone. Cool. But everything else seems to be just as we remember it. Trick arrow gauge. A gauge required to load tracers and coatings. Landing attacks or successfully performing discerning dodge will fill the gauge. Loading a tracer or coating will consume the gauge. Apply coating. So, I think coatings... I don't think coatings are an item anymore. Coatings are not an item that's based on this gauge. And then you can do... How do you do... Let's see. Charging sidestep, flying swallow shot. I see. So you can charge sidestep. That's the jump that we saw. How do you do discerning dodge? Is that not here? That's not here. Why is that not written here? It's referenced here. I know what discerning dodge is. Discerning dodge is the God almighty, the adept dodge that we saw in the trailer. Or maybe the charging sidestep automatically becomes discerning dodge if you time it correctly, and then it will build the gauge. Then you will have enough to do a tracer or enough to put coating on, right? So you can keep up coatings as long as you can manage the meter. So they're rewarding the whole you know what I'm saying? Like Ultra Instinct. Now you got the gauge to put on coatings. Fire until that's why the coatings are clipped now. It's all coming together. I understand why coatings are clipped now, because boom, it comes with this gauge, which we didn't see in the trailer. Answers my questions. We're learning right here, right now, on the fly. All right. So, yeah, that is it. Yeah, bow's the last weapon. So, hey, I learned a lot right here today. Reading this, right? Because I saw these like earlier, but you know, I'm an adult. I got a job. I was out doing stuff when, you know, all of this information was flying through. I scrolled through these like pretty quickly, and I was like, man, these are nice. I started seeing stuff. I was like, oh, that explains the thing I saw in the trailer. So yeah, longer video than I thought it would be. But hey, I hope you guys enjoy it. This is like my contribution to the news cycle type, you know what I'm saying? So we went over every weapon and the UI here in this video. Clearly I can yap about some Monster Hunter. So if you enjoy people yapping about Monster Hunter, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button, and also hit the comments. I reply to those. Okay, I do my best to reply to everyone at least once. It's starting to slip a little bit. The channel been popping off lately. Like, damn, I'm a one-man show. Well, sometimes I'm a two-man show. The son hunts with me, but he's not in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm rambling. It's the end of the video. As always, people, happy hunting. Peace.